Welcome friends, in this video we will discuss about SQL Loader and we will see it with an live example. SQL Loader is a command line utility. It is used to read data from external file and load this data into database table. So SQL Loader has two important files. One is data file and the one is control file. Data file is that file in which the data we have to insert into database table, and control file is a file in which we have information about the source file, like its location and its name, and metadata information about the source file. Source file is the data file. And how the SQL loader works, let's see it. SQL Loader reads the control file first, then according the information about the source file. SQL Loader insert data in database table from the data file. Means, as we have mentioned here, metadata information about the source file. Sometimes we put some logics like conditions, and according to condition we try to insert data. Besides these two files, we have three more files. One is log file, other one is bed file, third one is discard file. Log file is generated when we start the process of data loading. Then it generates a file which gives the information about the process. And second one is bed file. It kept information of data field during load process. And third one is discard file. Information about reject data in compliance of condition applied in the logic. So let's see it with a hands-on example. This is the data file in which we have records which we have to load in database table. This is the control file in which we have information about the source file or the data file, as well as other metadata information, like this is the name of data table and this is the path where we in the location of that particular table. And we have fields terminated by comma. This is the arrangement of the internal table. So we have this table, you can see here. This is the first row, ID, employee name, department ID. So this is the header row, and onward second row we have these records which we have to insert into database table. And few keywords are also used in control file. As first is options. In the options we put some options like errors. If we will not keep this option and these options inside that option keyword, so it will work also. But if we specify these, so it will work according to these specified values. As we have kept here error equal to 20, it means it will show the 20 errors. Load 50 means it will load 50 records. We can change this also, and we can specify this count is uh, as according to our requirements. And skip one is basically used for to skip records. Means as we have mentioned here 1, it means it will skip first record, means the first row from the data tables. If we will put here 2, then it will skip first 2 rows, like that. And then we have load data. This is the keyword for to load process. And in file keyword, with this keyword we give the complete path of that file where it is located. And then discard file, and then truncate, and into table emp. These are the keywords, and emp is the table name which is created inside the database. And this is the condition. This is the condition. This is optional. This is optional if we have to only load these data where department id is 10. So according to this logic, it will insert or load only those data which has the department id field equal to 10. Rest of other records will be not recorded. And other is fields terminated by comma, means as we have seen in data table, we have separated all the fields by comma. So in the control file we specify that fields terminated by comma. We have another option also. We can use in place of comma as pipe operator. Then within parenthesis we place the column name, id, employee name, emp name, department id. These are the fields which are in the database table. These should be the exact according to the database table. If we will make any kind of mistake here, it will create some problems during the data. Now we will connect with our database. So this is SQL Plus command line utility. We will try to connect with my user. Now user is connected with database. Now I will check my user. User is my schema. So I have logged in with this user. So I have created a table. Name of table is EMPS. So let's check whether there is any record inside of this table. It's showing no record selected, means this table does not contain any records. Let's check description of this table. This table have 3 columns: id, emp underscore name, dupt underscore id. I have opened a command prompt. Now I navigate to the location where I have placed all these files. This is the folder location where we have placed the data file as well as control files. You can see that Oracle, study, miscellaneous, and few other folders inside. And You can see here emp detail. This is the data file. Within I have placed the data id emp underscore name dpt underscore id, and this is the id column, this is name column, and this is dpt id. These columns are separated by comma. We have another option. We can separate these fields by pipe operators, but we will keep with this comma. So we will check now the control file has this information. This is also placed at same location. So now I'll use the command sql ldr. This is sql loader command, and then we will give user information, my schema @xepdb1 comma password of this user. I am using this user and the password is there. Then I will give control keyword, then equal to, then I will give path of that particular file, then name of the control file. We are giving the information about the control file. So information of control file is load emp data.txt. Now it's loading, it's doing its process. It's showing table emps 4 rows successfully loaded. Check the log file load underscore emp underscore data dot log for more information about the load. So this file is auto generated during this process. So let's check this file. These two are the original files. These two files are extra created during the load process. So let's see this 3 KB file which is generated. This is actually the log file. So you can see what details it's showing here. Number to load 50, number to skip 1, errors allowed 20, and all these details which we have mentioned in the option first row in the control file. And then it is showing table emps load when dpt. This is the condition what I put inside the control file. Insert option in effect for this table truncate. We use the truncate keyword, and it is showing that all these details: record 2, record 3, 4, 5, 7, 9 and 11. These are the discarded and filled all one clause. Whatever the condition we put inside the one clause, according to this condition, these are filled to load. Table emps 4 rows successfully loaded. 0 rows not loaded due to data errors, means there is no data errors. And 7 rows not loaded because all when clause were failed. According to when clause, these 7 records are filtered out. These are the other metadata information and statistical information also. Record skipped 1 days, and all these. Earlier we have checked here, no rows selected. So now we again check. Yes, we have 4 records in the EMP tables: ID, EMP name, DPT ID. DPT ID is 10. Control files, as we put inside when department ID equal to 10. So that's why it inserted only those 4 records, because only these records having department ID equal to 10. So let's check the other discard and bed file. Inside the discard file, you can see here 101. This is ID, bill the name, 20 the department ID. Rest of 10 all are inside of this discard table, because we have put the when clause and when department ID equal to 10. So only those record were inserted which are having department ID is equal to 10. Rest of as 20, 30, 40 all are kept inside the discard file. And you can see here, and there is no any bed file. This is my original data file, EMP details. This is my original control file. This is the file created during the load process. This is log file, and this is discard file. So if I do little bit changes in the control file, if I delete this row from control file and I am saving it. Now again I will run the same command. Let's see what it shows. Yes, here you can see table EMP 11 rows successfully loaded. Means when I place a clause when clause department ID equal to 10, it loaded only 4 records. But when I delete that when clause line, it loaded all the 11 records. Now we will check it from the database. Let's see. Now you can see here ID, EMP name, department ID. Department ID, you can see there is 10, 20, 30, all are. And earlier it was only 10 for. Now you can see all department ID records are inserted in EMPS table. So this is the main purpose of SQL loader. We can load data into database table from an external table. External table, as in our example, EMP details. EMP details was the external table in which we have kept the 11 records. All these records we have loaded inside the database table successfully through the SQL loaders. So hope you all have cleared the concept. Thanks for watching.